Pisces, what's happening? Hope y'all doing well. Welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Okay? All right. Let's go. Pisces. What's going on? Pisces for the second half of October. Oh. Straight out the gate. Face your shadow. All right. Cancer just had this. I don't know if you guys are having headaches or what. It's a little bit of tension. There's a need to relax, retreat, relax, count your blessings. There's some tension. There's a need to get in the attitude of gratitude. So, it's feeling like panicking. All right. What's going on with the lovely Pisces energy? There's a need to reflect on how far you've come and celebrate that. Celebrate yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader. Oh. Yeah, what is all this despair? What are y'all? Y'all about to get skipped again. So I tell you, if this is about the same person, I swear I'm cutting this reading short. So you're the Four of Cups coming out with the Five of Cups. You are worrying about the wrong goddamn things. The wrong things. And it's stressing you out. It's giving you a headache. And it's causing some anxiety. You're not realizing how far you've come, how much you have going for you. You're focusing on the wrong things, and that is putting you in a very depressed mode. All right. For some of you guys, it could be the realization of your shadow that's causing depression or a low feeling. Star card. There's a need to heal it. Don't despair. Start healing. Start affirming. You're feeling out of control. It's like feeling like a lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem. You might be realizing, okay, some of you guys, you might realize that there's more work to do, and that might make you feel like the finish line is too far. So somebody's feeling like kind of defeated. All right. Yeah, someone lost steam. That's going to cause a spiral if you don't switch gears here. All right. Yeah. Super defeated. All right. There's a breakthrough that's coming that can come through. All right. All right. Hold on. Be compassionate with yourself. You guys have been struggling with this energy for a while. And you might have some moments of bliss, but ultimately this seems to be the undercurrent for a lot of you guys. All right. Now, I don't know if, you know what, just be compassionate with yourself right now. What I've noticed when I'm doing these readings, there is a collective, well, obviously there's a collective energy where the collective of a certain placement or zodiac has to just go through this. Okay, so you guys have to do some purging. You have to do some major healing. Gemini has been in this really crazy time since I started the channel, and they just shifted. Okay, it's about to be a year of me with this channel. So you guys are going through this shadow purging. It seems like a dark night of the soul. Don't rush through it. Just take it day by day. All right. Right now, it does seem like there's some despair. There might be some negative self-talk. It might be some low self-esteem. There's some beating up of yourself. Okay. There's losing steam or whatever the case is. probably from what you see in your shadow, okay? Shadow work is the theme for everyone, it seems, right now, especially with the Scorpio energy that's coming up. And then the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Oh, shadow is coming up. The new moon in Libra too. Check out the new moon in Libra reading. But yeah, our shadow is getting triggered, so some of you guys might be disappointed by what you see. And it's fine. Just be compassionate with yourself. It's fine. You're just, the Pisces collective is just going through it. Go through it. Let's get into it. Some of you guys are like, why can't I get over this person? What's wrong with me? Don't go down that route. Why do I keep running into the same person? What am I doing here? It's because some of you guys are trying to override your healing, the healing process. You're trying to skip it. So you're just recreating the shit elsewhere. Some of you guys are in this energy, 5 of Swords energy, this defeatist energy here. Okay, some of you guys are used to dealing with the struggle with a person. Some of you guys haven't had some of you guys are used to this underworld energy when it comes to love. That's what you knew. That's a programming. It's a programming that's bigger than one person. Okay, this is a programming that needs to, it's you. You're attracting it. Some of you guys love to be the ride or die, no matter what. Oh, we toxic. We ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. You know, some of you guys are carrying that energy and you think it's cute. All right, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna be soft on you guys because I see you guys are going through it. I'm sorry. There's a long-standing pattern of defeatist energy here, okay? That's causing you to have like dark experiences when it comes to love. And it's like when you think you're healed, you realize you have more work to do. So it's like, why does the finish line keep getting pushed back? It's like, it's not really getting pushed back. You're kind of like cheating it by running, like going to the finish line or creating a new finish line. Like, oh, I'm done now. It's like, bruh, the real finish line is over there. Like, come on. Let's do this healing, okay? Let's do the healing. Either way, you guys came a long way. All right, but there's still more work to do. That's all. And this is a good feedback loop. You know, you guys create a finish line. You think you're done, then you go out into the world, and you probably have some experiences that make you feel like, okay, I have more work to do, and it's good. Now you have to go back into look into the windows of your soul. All right. All right. What other part needs healing now? All right, boom, insecurity. All right, handle that. You go through all the healing, you handle that. Then you go back into the world and you get triggered with something else. You're like, fuck, okay. Trust issues. All right, let's go back to the drawing board. And you work on the trust issues, you do that, and then you go back out into the world, you're like, boom, okay. I have hang-ups around sex. All right, boom, let's go back. You work on it. You know, just do the feedback loop. Go through the process. You're gonna have to go through the process here. All right. There's a few rounds of revisions you have to do on your spirit. Okay. There's some refining that needs to keep happening. It's not just one moment of like, okay, I'm good. For some of you guys, and I don't even think this is like for some of you guys, this whole process might take a couple of years. All right. Not saying that you won't date, but you're going to go through a feedback loop. You're going to meet people. Okay. You'll date, and then they'll show you something else you need to work on. All right. That's it. You're choosing to go through this process of growth through love. Some of you guys, whoever this is. It doesn't have to be that way, but you guys are choosing it. All right. It's a, which is leading to more, you know, it's leading to, for some of you guys, it's leading to unnecessary heartbreaks. Because if you just stay to yourself and be okay with that, then you could probably navigate this energy, this healing, way quicker. But if you start getting anxious and you're like, oh, I'm ready for the world now, and you go back out and meet someone else, yeah, then you're going to have that disappointment of falling on your face, realizing, oh my gosh, I still got to deal with this. And then going back to the drawing board. If that's how you're choosing to do it, fine. Or you could just like follow your intuition and allow for your intuition, like really buckle down and start doing the self-work for sure. And be honest with yourself. Are you comfortable being alone? If you're not, like if you're sitting here looking at it like, see, there's certain, you know, I can't even judge this situation because everybody has their way of learning their spiritual lessons, okay? There's some people who do experience it through love, okay? There's some people who decide to be celibate, okay? Or they decide to not get into love experiences too much and they take a solo journey, okay? Some of you guys might be led to take a solo journey and you're choosing the path of using relationships to be your feedback, which can cause some codependence, okay? The biggest lesson here, see, whatever it is, this Temperance card, the biggest lesson is to be intuitively guided. Some of you guys are being intuitively guided to just sit back, but because you're looking at it like, damn, I've been single for a year or two, maybe 3, whatever. Some of you guys 6 months, and you're like, wait, okay, now, spirit, y'all getting crazy. And it's like, no, take your time. This is a process. This is a work, okay? The fact that you keep running back to someone or trying to find someone else, that's the problem. That's only serving as a distraction. Yes, you're going to learn a lesson, but you're learning it way harder than you need to. It doesn't have to be this hard. Every lesson that you can learn, Spirit can just give you the download. You could journal and explore it that way, okay? Like, you don't have to run into these heartbreaks just to learn more. But if that's what you're choosing to do, fine. Just understand that that's what's happening. So, I am seeing a new opportunity popping up. These windows of opportunity, you don't have to take them. Just because someone comes on board, it doesn't mean you have to take it. Every time you have these experiences, it's a new opportunity to level up, right? You have to understand it as such, though. Understand, like, okay, this person might come along. They may or may not be here for a lifetime. They might just be here for a karmic lesson. And just keep it open like that, all right? So you're not falling too much into regret and disappointment and what is wrong with me. You know, that type of weird energy, it's not necessary. That's the only problem with like dealing with other people, because then if you start internalizing the perceived failures and you're not internalizing the lesson learned, now you're like kind of defeating this whole purpose of having spiritual growth through love experiences. Okay. Let's see what the blockage is here. Either way, what it comes down to, there is a programming happening in the background. It doesn't matter who you meet. If you do not deal with it, then you're going to still have that running in the background, all right? There's some defeatist attitude happening here. I do feel like this stems from not wanting to be alone. It's like you want this partnership. You want this thing so bad. It's like, I don't care how bad it is. I need someone by my side, you know? Which could lead to like ride or die energy, but way like misguided, you know? So, all right, what's the blockage? What's the blockage here? Yeah. Turn the love inward. You don't want to feel alone. You want a partnership. The partnership is between you and spirit. That's where your loyalty needs to be. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Create your own kingdom. You need to be more confident in your ability to take on life in general by yourself. With the Lovers card coming out in reverse and the Queen of Cups, the loneliness might... It's about to lead you to give your love to broken connections. See, that's what I was saying. Like, whether it's good or bad, I'm here. I'm going to love you anyway. And it's like, don't make yourself an emotional punching bag here. It's something that's clearly no longer working. But it's the energy of, can I get better? Can I get more? You know, it's something happening here. It's a programming that needs to stop, because it's leading to these dark experiences, and it just shouldn't. It doesn't have to be that way. Some of you guys, it's a mindset that's stemming from childhood, okay? That has you locked in. Like, see, it's like, for example, some people might look at marriage like, oh, well, you got to just stick it out. Bad marriage for life, right? You just got to stick it out. You know, doesn't matter how much it hurts. Doesn't matter, you know, we got to do this anyway for the kids or for whatever. For the culture, for the family, you know. And it's just like going against your own happiness for the sake of doing it for the team. That part needs to be put to an end. See, this is a programming that's stemming from like some childhood belief system. It's holding you back from soaring. You need to put an end to that. It's going to help you explore your emotions better and honor your emotions better. Not sacrificing your emotions for someone else. Continuously pouring your cup out into something that's broken. You're pouring your cup out into a broken, pouring your love into a broken cup continuously. Because you think that's how it's supposed to be. You think that's real love. You think that's what it means to be an honorable wife or honorable husband or spouse. Not saying you don't go through the bad times with someone, but you need to know when you're pouring into something that's broken. When to set those boundaries. When to know it's not working anymore. And being able to face it despite the fear of being alone. More confidence in yourself and your ability to be alone. Once you do that, you'll be able to manifest better love experiences. Right now, that programming is running your... that programming is the frequency that you're at. It's hidden, right? It's shadow energy. That programming is the frequency that it's attracting. So it's kind of hard. You can't attract more than that. A certain level of love right now. Because you have a certain mindset that believes that this idea of love, which is toxic, and it's not healthy for you. Whatever that belief system around love. Yeah. It's like that's what you believe love is. So you got to get rid of that belief system and create a new belief system, a new programming, so you can operate from that magician mode, that manifestation mode, because you're stepping into magician energy. Or you can. You have the heart for it. You have the emotions. You have the intuitive guidance for it. You have the strength for it. You just have to release the emotional programming that you were carrying for all this time. That's it. That's the only thing. All right? What is that programming for you? What is this belief system? What is this belief system about sacrificing your emotions for someone else? time to address that. Okay, that's going to make you more confident in like, oh no, I do deserve more and I am going to get more. That's where the magician mode comes in, where you're like, I'm going to get more because I deserve more. 7 of Wands, 2 of Plans. As a matter of fact, this is my plan now. This is 2 of Wands. This is my plan. This is what I need. This is what I deserve. And I'm not going to accept anything less than that. There's a need to get in that energy, that level of power, that level of, I don't care if I'm going to be alone for a little bit because I want what I want. I don't care how long it takes. And it's not a person. It's not like it's because I want John from down a block. No, it's I want a certain level of love. So I'm going to do what I have to do to get that and attract that. And if somebody doesn't line up with what I want, I am not afraid to drop them, connection or not. If they can't give me what I want, I'm dropping them. Like there needs to be a sense of strength there and not say, well, I guess I could compromise here because this person is here. Some of you guys are just taking people because where they're at. And it's just like, which is, in this case, is not right. There's a need to know, like, you're pouring in, you be pouring into people where it's just like King of Cups in reverse. You're not even in love with the situation anymore. You have to be clear about this. You're pouring, you're still giving your heart to someone, whether it's energetically or you're still in it. Whatever the case is, you're still pouring your heart into it and you're not being honest with your emotions. Your honest emotions, the honest situation, the honest reality of the situation is you're not in love with the situation anymore. It's just you just have a programming that makes you want to keep pouring into things that aren't working out of a fear of being alone. Face that so you can move forward already. All right, cool. Also know that you don't have to worry about, you don't have to just start taking stuff just because it's there. Count your blessings. You have the high ground, okay? You can be picky. What do the romance angels have to say? Yeah. Reconciliation. It came out in reverse. Some of you guys, you're trying to go back to an ex. Or they might come back, yeah. And your advice is to retreat. Don't get it twisted. Someone might come in and try to reconcile, or you might be thinking about them, thinking about doing it. Retreat, okay? No. Retreat is coming out twice. This is your shadow coming out. That's all that's happening. Your shadow energy, the energy that makes you feel like I'm scared to be alone, the shadow energy that makes you feel like, okay, bad or good, I'm just going to be loyal to it. That is what's triggering. That's what's being triggered for whatever reason. Everyone's shadow is coming to light. It's peeking out. So this is how it's peeking out for you. There's a need for you to override that shadow and beat it. Okay? Retreat. Back off. Realize that you are better. Realize how far you've come. What's the power animal? Bad spirit, a rebirth is assured. Okay, you will get the love that you want. You just have to keep moving forward. Do not go back. Do not go back. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Some of you guys are just like, okay, but I've known this person for a while. It makes sense for me to go back. At least I know what that is. As shitty as it was, at least I know what it is. You know, it's better than being alone. Be patient, okay? That was a lesson to learn. Did you not learn a lesson yet on that person? Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. You might feel like things are in the dark, things aren't working. All right, I am feeling that energy of darkness and despair. You just don't see. You're like, what do I do next? Like, how do I even move forward? So, how do you move forward? Face your shadow. And when this person comes through, or if they're coming up in your mind, if you're starting to think about going back to them, know that that's your shadow. That's an opportunity to face and overcome this shadow energy once and for all. Okay? All right, Pisces. I'm wishing you the very best with this situation. All right? Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG. That's Tower and Heal. I do personal readings. Check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, you can be an angel donor by checking out the Patreon link below. You get 10% off of readings if you do. All right. Thank you so much. And until we meet again, peace.